I'm going to be honest with y'all. That was really disappointing. Like, that really just crushed my little basketball heart because, bro, that game had me really thinking the Indiana Fever were about to win. That stretch, that run from Caitlin Clark was so electric. The Indiana Fever were down 11 points in that fourth quarter. Caitlin Clark got them back into the game. And man, did they just let me down at the end. And you know what? Of everything that happened in the game, I do have a lot to say in this video. The one thing that's just running through my brain is why did Kelsey Mitchell shoot so many shots down the stretch? Why did she take over at the end of the game? I have nothing against Kelsey Mitchell. She was one of the main reasons the Indiana Fever even got to the playoffs. I'm not coming against her as a person. I'm just saying, why? Why was Kelsey Mitchell playing iso ball? Why did she pass up that one shot? She passed up that shot and threw it away. Why did that happen? And then she gets the ball immediately off the inbound, and she shoots this three-point shot. Caitlin doesn't even touch the ball. And then later on, she does the same thing, and I don't know if it's a three. I forget. She just had the ball too much down the stretch. Caitlin didn't even touch it really, y'all. I don't know. That was disappointing. Now, once again, I'm not trying to say Kelsey Mitchell isn't clutch. I know there's some people who are going to say, oh, you're saying Kelsey Mitchell shouldn't shoot those shots, but you'd say Caitlin Clark to shoot them. But if Caitlin Clark would have missed them, you wouldn't be coming at her. Well, no, I wouldn't, because Caitlin Clark was hot in the game. It makes sense for you to go to her down the stretch. It doesn't really make sense to go to Kelsey Mitchell. She had a good game. She made big-time shots, but Caitlin Clark had the momentum. She was the way they got back into this game. She made really big shots in the fourth quarter, man. She should have had the ball down the stretch. Before we break down the fourth quarter, I think it's only fitting that we talk about Caitlin Clark's effect on the WNBA in her rookie season. This is a conversation we need to have because what she's done for this league has been ridiculous. I don't think anybody else has ever done anything close to what Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA. And I say that because this is my first time ever watching the WNBA. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know how many of you guys actually know that I did not watch the WNBA before Caitlin. Caitlin Clark has brought people like me. I'm a youngin', a Gen Z dude watching WNBA basketball. What? You want me to watch? If you would have asked me before Caitlin Clark, if I would ever watch a WNBA game, I would have laughed at you because me and my homies would have been joking. Because that's a joke. Hey, bro, he watching the WNBA, bro. But to be honest, I'm being totally honest right now when I say I am not excited to watch the rest of this WNBA playoffs. I don't want to see it. These players aren't exciting to me. Caitlin Clark is exciting. Now that she's done hooping, I'm kind of done watching, because nobody wants to watch 2 hours of Alyssa Thomas. She's a great player, but she's boring. Most of these players are boring. And that's just my opinion, though. I'm sure some people like watching A'ja Wilson play basketball. I don't. She's boring. Breanna Stewart, boring. Most of the players are just boring. And the majority of the league is just this slow, fundamental basketball with no spark. And Caitlin Clark had spark, and it brought life to this dead league. And I'm talking a lot, but that's just how I feel, man. Caitlin Clark has done something for this league that no one else has done. I'm not really excited to watch the WNBA if Caitlin Clark's not playing. And it's just not exciting to me. That's really what it boils down to. Now let's go ahead and break down the latter end of the fourth quarter to see how the Indiana Fever lost this game and ended their season. Now, it all starts with this first play. Timmy Fagbenley has her hand in the cookie jar. She comes up with a steal. The ball ends up in Caitlin Clark's hands. Caitlin Clark is pushing the pace in transition. What do I always tell you guys? Good things happen when Caitlin Clark has the ball in transition. She throws this perfect pass to Kelsey Mitchell, who takes it in and has an easy layup. I love this play. This is a signature trademark Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell kind of play. Get the ball to Caitlin Clark in transition. Run the floor, Kelsey. Caitlin's going to find you. I love the pass. I love the finish. Now, in my opinion, the Indiana Fever had many opportunities to get back into this game. The problem was they could not get stops. They would score, but then the other team would score. And so it is a really big deal then that they get a stop here, and Caitlin Clark's able to bring it up the court. Look at her reject the screen from Aaliyah Boston. She goes to her left, and guess what? Calling her own number, that step-back mid-range jump shot is pure. It's butter. That is a shot earlier in the season that she would not take. We have been begging Caitlin Clark to start shooting mid-range jump shots. She heard us. She started shooting them. And guess what's happening? Good things are happening because she's shooting mid-range jump shots. That is a difficult shot, but I love to see it. She's bringing them back into the game. Now look at this next play. The Indiana Fever get another stop. And so they're able to bring it up the court, but Caitlin doesn't have anything. So she decides to take it into the paint. She kicks it out to Lexi Hull, who kicks it over to Timmy Fagbenley. And this is one of the stupidest shots I have ever seen anybody ever take in all my days of watching basketball. basketball. And it is one of the most spectacular shots I've ever seen in all my days of watching basketball. Please somebody tell me why Timmy Fagbile shot this. And please somebody tell me how she made this. There's so much time on the clock. It's not an open shot. It'd be one thing if the defense was daring her to shoot this. She's right there. The defender is right there. Why does Timmy shoot this? I don't know. But she drills it, and that is a big-time shot. And I guarantee, guys, I guarantee you that I shrieked when she made this. I shrieked. It was the loudest shriek I think I've ever made in my entire life when Timmy made this shot because I was so surprised. But this is a big-time shot. It's getting the Fever back into the game. Now, once again, the Indiana Fever get a stop on the defensive end. They're inbounding the ball. Caitlin Clark gets it. She comes off this screen. And look at this fade-away wing three-point jump shot. That is highly contested, and she drills it. This is what I love to see. I'm telling y'all, this reminds me of Steph Curry. Season on the line, everything on the line, all the pressure on you. We're expecting you to perform. And guess what? She makes big-time shots. She makes big-time passes down the stretch. And she is the catalyst to the Indiana Fever getting this lead. So what happened? Why didn't the Indiana Fever secure the victory? Well, as the theme has been on this channel for like the past 2 months, is defense. It's just defense. Look, Kelsey Mitchell is supposed to be guarding Marina Mabrey. So Marina Mabrey comes off the screen. And look, Timmy Fagbile, instead of staying up, she totally drops back, giving Marina Mabrey a wide open three-point jump shot. That is a stupid play. You've given her an open three, and she drills it. So guess what? You got the 1-point lead, and then you allow them to get another three, which answers. And look, I know Marina Mabrey is known for answering shots, but you don't have to give her a wide open three. You just don't have to. I mean, I understand this is what she's known for, but this isn't just a given with Marina. If you play good defense, she's not going to do that. All you have to do is stay up right there if you're Timmy Fagbile. Why drop back, give them a three to guard the two? Like, you're trying to stop them from getting a layup, and you just give them a wide open three instead. That doesn't make any sense. It's a terrible play, a terrible decision. You got to Leah Boston down low. It's just, I don't like this play. Now, look, some things happen, but we're going to fast forward past it. It's a 1-point game. The Indiana Fever are down 1 point. It's 77-78. It's about 1 minute left, and you're about to see why the Indiana Fever lose. It starts right here. Caitlin Clark brings it up the court, and she gives it to Kelsey Mitchell in the corner. Kelsey Mitchell shoots this step back, contested three-point jump shot, and she bricks it. I'm not too mad at this shot. I didn't like it because it was contested, but Kelsey makes shots like this all the time. The problem is she gets the rebound and has an open look. And instead of shooting it, she throws the ball away. What is this, Kelsey? She's supposed to be a vet. So, she's been in the league for a while. She's an established all-star. This can't happen. I don't know how many times Kelsey's been in the playoffs, but this just cannot happen, man. This is just horrible, and it doesn't end here. Now, on the other end of this play, you have an irresponsible double team on one side of the court, and on the other side, you'll see Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell on an island. And what I mean by that is you have Caitlin and Kelsey, and then there are 3 offensive players that Caitlin and Kelsey are supposed to be guarding. That's a 3-on-2. You can kind of guess what's going to happen. Someone's going to get an open shot, and it's Marina Mabrey of all people. That's a wide open three. Look, that's just a bad defensive play. We see this all the time from the Indiana Fever. Every single video I've made has been about the Indiana Fever's defense being trash in the past month. So, this is nothing new to me. It's nothing I'm surprised about. This is just every single game for Indiana. Now, look, it's a 4-point game. There's 45 seconds left. The game is not too out of reach. Bad things have happened, but all you got to do is get a 3-point shot, and you get a stop. And guess what you need? You need the ball to be in Caitlin Clark's hands because she's the reason you got back into this game. She's the best player on the court right now. Give her the ball. The season's on the line. You let her decide your fate. But guess what? She doesn't touch it on this play. The ball goes to Kelsey Mitchell, and the ball goes up. And that's an open shot. Kelsey Mitchell is more than capable of making that shot. But the fact that Caitlin Clark does not touch the ball on this play is really irritating. Everybody at home watching the game, everybody in the stands, all the Fever fans wanted the ball to go to Caitlin Clark. We wanted to see what she had in store for us. But she doesn't touch the ball, and it goes to Kelsey Mitchell.